pomp and circumstance, pomp and circumstance. Just, if you can tell, this place is pretty loud, so you just have a lot of clarity behind things.
Loud?
No, not loud, just front.
Wow.
Clarity, not loud, clarity. Clarity is different than loud.
Would you rather we get glass and go? What? Would you?
No, it's not that. It's not that.
Okay, we're gonna do this.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Pomp and circumstance. And
Good evening. My name is Reagan Wade, and I'm the Spotswood High School Senior Class Secretary. On behalf of the class of 2024, it is my pleasure to welcome family, friends, faculty, and of course my fellow classmates to Spotswood High School's 44th annual commencement. At this time, please stand as the Harrisonburg High School JROTC Color Guard posts the colors and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the Star-Spangled Banner. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please be seated. Good evening, everyone. My name is Danny Kunkel, and I am the Senior Class Treasurer for the class of 2024. It is an honor to welcome family, friends, and my fellow graduates as we recognize this milestone. When I first came to Spotswood in the fall of 2021, I had no idea what to expect. Thankfully, I was welcomed with open arms by the Spotswood community, and it didn't take long for me to realize that I was going to be a part of something bigger than myself. I immediately knew that it was where I was meant to be. Spotswood is a special place, but it really is the people that make the place. Our class is full of gifted students who excel in academics, athletics, performing arts, and as leaders. Our achievements are a testament to our talents and abilities, but it is our concerted efforts that have left a lasting impact. Although our shared time is coming to a close, I want to encourage each of you to continue that effort in making an impact on others and your community throughout the next chapters of your life. While that won't look the same for all of us, find joy in your process. We've always been taught that if you unscrew something, it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Well, if you get a hammer and you hit it hard enough, I guarantee you it'll still open. So as you figure out your own path, remember that there isn't just one way to reach your destination. Sometimes you'll walk, sometimes you may need to run, and sometimes you will need to lean on others. But it's always important to make an effort. In doing so, you will continue the legacy of the class of 2024 and leave your own impact wherever life takes you. Once again, I would like to welcome you and thank you for coming to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2024.
Good evening to our Spotswood families, honored guests, and graduating trailblazers. As we celebrate Spotswood High School's 44th commencement ceremony, we gather here at the Atlantic Union Bank Center on the grounds of JMU to celebrate the end of one era and the start of another. For a group of seniors who have completed the task before them, they have overcome, they have pushed through, encouraged each other in order to celebrate together here this evening. Each year, I have the privilege of talking with our trailblazers to share information, words of encouragement, expectations, and some advice to be successful. And I suppose at times, they just wish I would move ahead as they roll their eyes when I talk to them. But hopefully, in those moments, they do take a few words from me. Thankfulness, effort, and attitude are often at the center of these messages. For these three traits can lead to great accomplishments. Thankfulness. Thankfulness is a free gift that can have a powerful impact on those who both give and receive it. For no one travels this world alone, and therefore it is important for each of us to express thanks to those who walk beside us along our journey. To live a thankful life, we spend a few moments each graduation ceremony expressing our thanks to those who have been impactful in the lives of our students. First, we must express our thanks to the men and women of our armed services, past, present, and future. Your willingness to put your life in harm's way to protect those you will never meet is a sacrifice that few of us truly understand. So to honor you, we ask all who have served, who are currently serving, or will soon serve our country to please rise and be recognized. Thank you. Closer to home, we have men and women who are willing to give their time and talents to protect and provide healing to those in need. For those who are in law enforcement, those who are first responders, and those who provide healing as nurses and doctors, please rise to be recognized for serving our community. Thank you. To our Trailblazer parents and families, thank you. A school cannot stand alone. It must have the support of the homes from which our trailblazers come to us each day. The care and encouragement of your children's education is a push needed on those tough days when we all rather stay in bed and it hasn't snowed in a long time and we got to go to work. To our staff and teachers, thank you. The fruits of your labor sit beside you this evening. You have worked late nights preparing lessons and providing feedback on assignments. You work to provide students with opportunities to thrive in your classrooms. This evening illustrates the results of your hard work, your care, and your dedication to your profession and to your students, your children. Though I'll not ask them to stand, I would like to thank and recognize the Trailblazer staff who will be moving on to a new era alongside the graduates this evening. Ms. Shields, Ms. Johnson, Ms. Huffman, Mr. Laughlin, Ms. Haney, and Mr. Warren, thank you for giving of yourselves so your students felt valued and appreciated each day. Now, to say this class of Trailblazers, yes, please. To say this class of Trailblazers rolled into their freshman year facing difficult circumstances is a massive understatement. Yet they decided to embrace two things that they were truly able to control. First was their effort. Second was their attitude. Learning to control one's effort and attitude is vital to most things in life. Trailblazers, as you leave Spotswood, you'll be faced with wonderful experiences and incredible challenges. These are facts of life for each of us. But how you positively control your effort and your attitude will directly influence how each of you live a life and will be influenced by each moment in it. Effort. The willingness to put the work in to accomplish each task before you to the best of your ability. You cannot always control the job you have, the hand you've been dealt, or the circumstances that change without notice. You must decide through your effort that you will continue forward to overcome any obstacles before you. For you will eventually succeed, and it'll be your determination to always give the maximum effort possible that will lead you to success. Inherently, we all have an attitude. Just ask your parents. I'm sure they will share their thoughts on your teenage attitude. But what I'm stressing here is the incredible importance of an attitude that will not allow you to quit or ever give in. Life has the ability to smack you square in the face when you least expect it. It is your attitude that will determine how you come out on the other side. Even on the toughest days, you must continue to believe in yourself, and you must be the one who defines who you are and who you will become. This is solely under your control, and this control can never be taken from you. You can only freely give it away. When you put together incredible effort and an undying positive attitude, the most difficult things become possible. And I stand here tonight and all year long looking at a senior class who has already demonstrated these traits. You've led your school to great success in the classroom, on the stage, in competition, and in your desire to build a community of trailblazers who want the best for each other. You are leaving an incredible legacy for other classes to continue. To the class of 2024, thank you for demonstrating Blazer respect and for proudly representing your school, your family, and yourself as your time as a trailblazer. May you continue to apply the value of thankfulness, effort, and attitude to all you do in life. Learn to value each moment. And lastly, remember these three things. You are loved by all of us. We're all very proud of you, and it will always be a great day to be a Blazer. Thank you.
In the shannon dawn.
All right. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for attending tonight's ceremony for the entirety of the senior class. My name is Leo Johnson, and I've had the pleasure and honor of serving as my class's vice president over the past school year. Before I begin this speech this evening, I would like to take a quick moment to thank my family for supporting me throughout the entire high school process and greater upbringing. I believe family to be an important component of my personal life, and would like to speak on behalf of everyone in saying that one's family and friends plays the most critical role in their well-being. Thus, beyond my own family, I would like to extend a collected thank you from every graduate in this senior class to their family and friends, as we would all not be here today without your collected, unwavering support. Throughout my entire high school career, my classmates and I have had the unique experience of living through a very pivotal time within the context of Rockingham County and our broader community. Our class's beginnings were entrenched in a worldwide pandemic that left us learning through a computer screen. When the class of 2024 entered the high school career in 2020, they did not do so within the school building. Instead, we sat within our homes behind the computer screen as I and others presented a gray box to our teachers as a representation of our self-images. Midway through that tumultuous freshman year, we entered Spotswood High School for perhaps the first time. Yet this event did not come without a host of challenges and awkwardness. One example I would like to present to illustrate this experience to the audience is a depiction of freshman year's school lunch routine. After learning within the building for a matter of weeks, I found myself eating in the small gym one afternoon during my freshman year. Typically, students join together and discuss that day's activities, whether that be their sports team's big victory or a grade in the class. This particular day was different, however. After finishing my food that day, I happened to look up from the table. What I saw was, to describe it simply, surprising. Within a room of hundreds of students, one unique aspect of that day was the absence of talking between students. Throughout the entire gym, in fact, not one student was actively involved in a conversation with another student, electing their screen of their phone as an alternative, including myself. At the same time, events such as the literal burning of U.S. forests and flaming debate over civil liberties surged throughout our community and greater nation, inciting divisions throughout our population. Safe to say that, in retrospect, that year presented our school's 2024 class with an uneasy welcome to their high school career. Despite these events presenting themselves as challenges at the time, however, the turbulent start to our high school career did not come and go without preparing us for our future. In fact, as the late Kobe Bryant once stated, everything negative, pressure, challenges, is all an opportunity for me to rise. I am not speaking today to reiterate the challenges that my class faced throughout their high school years. Instead, I wish to emphasize the fact that this senior class, larger county, and nation's experience with social division and other obstacles 4 years ago has prepared all of us within this room, not just seniors, with the resilience and understanding of one another that will ultimately lead us to a future sense of prosperity for everyone. Rather than sitting silently on our phones at the lunch table, 85 members of our senior class gathered at Freedom Farms last school year to participate in the greater RCPS Community Dialogue Initiative, discussing innovative solutions to challenges we face throughout the school day, eventually founding a county-wide student advisory committee so that all students can have a voice in their education. We gathered in the gymnasium, football stadium, tennis courts, aquatic centers, and more to watch all of our sports and academic programs advance to the regional level, including several state championship titles in wrestling and the debate program. In our performing arts programs, we had several students compete at the state level in choir and band, as well as represent our community at the statewide Thespians Festival this school year. Beyond these specific examples, we've had students featured on Good Morning America, meet with staff members of the Virginia Department of Education, signed to play multiple collegiate sports, become recognized for their involvement in their communities, and so much more. Fellow students, as a peer of yours and involved member in all that we've accomplished over the past 4 years, I can truly say that this senior class is nothing short of exceptional. There will be many times in our future where we are presented with obstacles similar to those all of us in this room faced 4 years ago. Notable examples of these newfound challenges include artificial intelligence, which is slated to replace 85 million jobs by the beginning of next year, and the unforgettable rising college tuition costs, which U.S. News has reported as having increased by 40% over the past 20 years. Fellow graduates, these newfound challenges that wait for you following tonight's ceremony and your passage into the adult world may seem especially daunting. Some of us might find ourselves feeling lost, while others may easily succeed in the face of obstacles. Wherever we may find ourselves in the future, however, let us not forget the challenges we have previously faced together and use those as building blocks for the future, and how our role in this Trailblazer community has ultimately primed us for eventual prosperity. Thank you.
Good evening. I am Annabeth Kugler, the current Student Council Association President, and I would like to begin today by thanking you all for being here to celebrate the class of 2024. We could not have done it without all the support of all the family members and friends gathered here today. When I sat down to write this speech, I thought about all the things we've accomplished as a class. First, I thought about all the district, regional, and even state championship teams we have, both athletically and academically. Shout out to the debate team. But what really stuck out to me the most was not all the wins we had, but how we worked together and supported each other through the losses. Through the last 13 years, we have worked together to become the people we are today. In 6th grade, 3 elementary schools combined, and many of us met a lot of new people and made a lot of new friends. This was the first time our graduating class was united as one, and we started our 7-year-long journey to the finish line. My 6th grade locker was won over from my now best friend, Lily Payne, and I'm sure many others of you also met your best friends in the small 6th grade hallway of Montevideo Middle School. I want to thank all the teachers at Montevideo for supporting us through those very awkward 3 years. Being a middle school teacher is definitely not an easy job, and they never doubted us, even in 8th grade when our class had a bathroom fight club bracket, which was not one of our greatest moments, but in the end we got through it. Near the end of our 8th grade year, we got sent home for 2 weeks, then the rest of the year, and by the time we returned to school physically, it was halfway through our freshman year. Online classes and math took away the majority of our freshman and sophomore year, but we made the most of it. A lot of us FaceTimed and took nature walks to safely fill our time. Sports seasons were shortened and played at the wrong time of the year, but that didn't stop us from continuing to work together on those specific teams. We returned in person our sophomore year, but our experience was definitely not a normal one. We were socially distanced and had no real face-to-face interactions due to masks. My sophomore year advisory class with Mr. May religiously got yelled at for having our desks too close together at lunch, something I'm sure others of you also experienced. All desks were supposed to be 6 feet apart, especially when we didn't have masks on. Even though we were socially distanced, our class didn't lose touch with each other, and if anything, it made us closer. Junior year, we all struggled through AP classes, and some of us started classes at MTC, a lot of which are hard work and physically demanding. Many of us stayed up late at night doing studying and homework for tests throughout the year. I know I still have multiple class group chats on Snapchat where we would discuss if we should study, what we should study, and if we thought the test was going to be hard or not. Shout out to Ms. Simmers for making those chemistry tests unpredictable. Junior year was a tough one, but we all made it through. The summer after junior year, many of us started getting service hours for government class. Me and some of my friends mulched a playground together, which was very hot, and it even got dark on us, but we had a lot of fun. Others of you did similar service in teams, like helping coach basketball camps and volunteering at local food shelters. At the end of the summer, we registered for school and prepared to do it all again one last time. Our senior year came and went way too fast. In the fall, we packed Blazer Crew and watched football succeed in winning a huge district championship over TA. We also started talking about colleges we were visiting. However, actually going to them felt like an eternity away. We painted our senior parking spots, and some of us neglected to buy parking passes, which resulted in a lot of yellow tickets on the windshield of our cars. In the winter, we started to stress a little. College deadlines and applications flooded our emails, and many of us started to feel pressure from our parents and peers to pick the best college. We all hoped and prayed for snow days, which did not come, and we continued to show up every day or almost every day for school. In the spring, some of us got into our dream schools, and some of us got exciting new jobs in the workforce. Others of us joined the armed forces, signed up for gap year programs, or decided to pursue a career through a trade school. We started new traditions like Powder Puff and carried on old ones, like our thrilling game of Senior Assassin. Senioritis hit the class pretty hard, but we never gave up on each other. Spring break was over before it started, as was prom. As the end of the year approached, I remember feeling grateful for the togetherness of our class, but also excited for what the future held for all of us. Throughout these last 4 years, our class has consistently worked together to be where we are today. As you leave here tonight as a 2024 graduate of Spotswood High School, I encourage you all to carry the lessons you learned here with you into your next stage of life. Always work hard and always work together. We succeed not by ourselves, but as a whole. As life progresses, some of the greatest moments will be focused on togetherness. For some of you, this might be getting married and raising a family. For others of you, it would be opening your own business with a great group of employees. For others, it might be doing research to solve a medical crisis with a research team. Wherever your togetherness might be, grasp onto it and cherish it, just as our class has done so well. They say time flies when you're having fun, and these past couple years flew by. Thank you to the class of 2024 for the greatest years of my life. See you guys at the reunion. Bit high. Good evening, fellow graduates, faculty, and family members. My name is Nicole Siptak, and I am the senior class president for the class of 2024. Congratulations on making it these past 18 years. I know the journey has not been easy. For those of you sitting here today, in both the chairs and the stand surrounding, who asked for a small shout out, here it is. These past few years, I have experienced some of the most loving, happy, and honest people I could ever cross paths with. But boy, do I hope our paths stay connected. You are the people to whom I contribute my love for school and eagerness to show up every day. More specifically, I want to point out the moments of laughter and endless sarcasm from McGrath's calculus class and Ms. Simmer's AP chemistry class, which I will hold on to as I endeavor through the next few years of my journey. And to my grass fairies, the Spotswood varsity soccer team, for whom I credit the scariest and best moments of these past few years. From exploring hidden parts of the school, hoping to find the most optimal hiding spots, to experiencing my first ambulance ride. I never experienced a dull moment with you all. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support and motivation you have offered me, and for never allowing me to fall short. I would like to offer you, class of 2024, this quote from Walden by Henry David Thoreau. Live in each season as it passes, breathe the air, drink the drink, taste the fruit, and resign yourself to the influence of the earth. Reflecting upon this quote, I am reminded of the most recent season of my life, the past 4 years. To point out the obvious, our entrance to high school was everything other than ordinary. From the start, we faced challenges, staying 6 feet away from our classmates and disinfecting our desks before every class switch. With constant adversity thrown our way, each of us have been forced out of our comfort zones of the OG friend groups to create new connections, even if that meant over Zoom, to find solutions and paths. From there, we endured the trials and tribulations of high school, taking lessons from each encounter, mistake, and moment. Whether you tried something new, like when I very tragically failed the balloon relay race at the fall pep rally, or stuck with something more familiar, our newly learned lessons and reinforced wisdom have shaped us and sculpted us into the individuals who sit in these chairs today, wearing our blazer blue cap and gowns. As Thoreau stated, breathe the air. Take your time over these next few years of your life, as they can curate some of the most precious moments and lead to the biggest of changes. Whether we leave here today with our eyes set on a university or a job offer to enter the world, the territory is uncharted.
We will be offered new opportunities and experiences at each step, and our choices will begin to matter just a little more. As you come across these facts of life, remember the little things and the important moments. Take a second, stop to look around, and remind yourself of the beauty our world offers us. Spend time disconnecting from the day by day and allow yourself to just breathe. Next, drink the drink. Take in the knowledge that you have picked up, both academic and practical, and find ways to take yourself further. While we may not find a place to apply derivatives in our daily lives, sorry, Mr. McGrath, time management skills, career planning, and negotiation tactics continue to show up in all shapes and sizes. We have spent the past 12 years developing our soft skills by approaching teachers about unfavorable grades, pushing ourselves into uncomfortable scenarios like asking to go to the library when there's a substitute, or convincing our parents to let us go out on a school night to work on homework, and proceeding to play Monopoly. Instead, trust your instincts and know what you're capable of. Taste the fruit given to you and thrive upon what you have before you. Your hard work has carried you to this stage today and will continue to bring you through the rest of your life. Indulge in the fruit of life and take in all the successes and failures as progress and keep moving forward. Try new things and continue to learn about yourself. Never fall static in the constant movement of the world. Naturally, we are subjected to change and growth. Sometimes we forget to realize how quickly these changes can happen and can get caught up in the momentum of life. Take your time, because life is precious. Relive moments, or as my grandpa says, it is okay to slow down, but do not stop and do not become stagnant. Lastly, always remember the people who brought you here. Your parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, siblings, friends, and all those who fall in between. Those people are the people who are willing to go to all lengths to watch you succeed. Reserve time for them, and never forget to hug them. Never forget to say good morning or good night, and never forget to say I love you. Always be thankful for the sleepless nights they spend waiting for your text back, the late hours they stayed up to help you finish your projects due the next day, and more recently, awaited college decision letters with you. Thanks, Mom. Remember the care and delicacy they approach you with, holding your hand every step of the way, or using constructive criticism to shape you up to be tougher than nails. Resign yourself to the influences in your life, as they continue to influence and guide you as mentors. Anyway, don't be a stranger. As our season ends, another begins, and these principles by Thoreau carry on. Refrain from spending too much time dwelling on one idea, yet do not move so quickly that you miss the season's changing colors. No matter where we end up or who we become, we cannot forget who we are today and what we've accomplished thus far. It has been a privilege and honor to serve as your class president and work alongside you all to bring a sense of community to our class today. Congratulations, graduates. We have finally done it. Thank you.
Cages or wings, which do you prefer? Ask the birds. Fear or love, baby, don't say the answer.
Actions speak louder than
Louder than, louder than, louder than, louder than. Cages or wings, which do you prefer? Ask the birds. Fear or love, baby, don't say the answer. Actions speak louder, louder than words. Please speak louder, louder than actions speak louder than words.
Good evening. My name is Chloe Leach. I served as the class of 2024's class reporter. I have the great honor today of introducing you to our commencement speaker, Bree Madden Oliveras. Bree Madden Oliveras is a New York City playwright and actor who studied drama at the New School. She is the author of a book of poetry called Jumping Off Clouds and Landing on Spaceships, in various plays such as When the Ships Come, Summertime, Colder by the Water, and is currently working on a new play called East River Blues. She hopes to continue her artistic and creative pursuits with the unwavering support of both her Harrisonburg and New York community, friends, and family. A proud 2018 graduate of Spotswood High School, Bree is honored to be able to return and speak with her fellow trailblazers. As a student at Spotswood High School, she was captain of the forensics team, founder of the MSU, and treasurer of the Social Studies Honor Society. Please give a warm welcome to our guest speaker, Miss Bree Madden Oliveras.
Good evening, Trailblazer family. Happy graduation, happy perseverance, happy determination, happy hard work, happy celebrations, happy you did it, happy it's over, happy it's just getting started. Happy to all the big rooms y'all walking into. Happy to all the big rooms you're on your way to build. Happy to all of them. No door, no tables, no ceilings, just happy rooms filled with happy people. Happiness upon happiness unto you all. Amen, so be it. As mentioned before, my name is Bree Madden Olivares. I wasn't joking earlier when I called you all my family, so I'll be a little more at home when talking to you all. I teach second graders in an elementary school in Harlem, and when I want them to know I'm getting serious, I use my not silly voice, look them deep in their eyes, and go, real talk. So, real talk. I enjoy long walks surrounded by tall trees, jazz from old heads, astronomy, soul music from the 70s, writing in all forms, and in the words of a former professor, I am genuinely interested in other people. My play, Colder by the Water, will be making its off-Broadway debut as part of Theater for the New City's Dream Up Festival in the early fall. My favorite food is the kind you can share with other people, and I don't like peas. Now, whether that sounds like a nightmare or a dream introduction, we have one thing in common. I am you. I was you back in 2018, thinking that the future was too far away for me to even worry about, only to blink and be here. Here, where the past, present, and future have seemed to have molded together, and I am both the same and completely different than the last time I stood in front of my trailblazing family with my voice booming over the loudspeakers as a dear friend and I spoke life, inspiration, and happy into them. Now, too much time has passed for me to believe that all of our experiences have been the same, but I'm here to touch on the parts of us that are. our humanity, our presence in this room together, our power in this room together, and our love for each other, for oneself, and for these beautiful, blessed Virginia skies above us and all that fall underneath them. It took everyone in here to make it here, so this message is for all the ears it reaches and all the souls that it settles in. I pray that it reaches our most receiving souls today, our trailblazing grads. Consider it a cheat code to making it to at least 24, and let us all pray that it sustains us as we continue our journey on blazing a trail anywhere and everywhere we go. In other words, older sister Bree would like to put you on, if I may. One of my students is Bintu Doumbia. She taught me during some impromptu French, Arabic, and indigenous lessons during dismissal that "Comment ça va" means "it's nice to meet you," G means water, and Doumbia means strong, while Bintu means girl. And let me tell you, Bintu Doumbia is indeed a very strong girl. She is strong when fighting me for telling her to put her drawings away. She's even stronger when I tell her to stop talking. She's all muscle when people pick on her, but the best part is that she isn't afraid of sharing that strength to others who may need it, me especially. We discuss our futures often, so she knows that it exists, and I believe in it. Her future, according to her father, will consist of becoming a doctor, while her plans consist of her being an artist. I tell her, Bintu, you've got so much energy, why can't you do both? She takes me out of teacher mode, out of scared mode, and into strong mode, into Bintu Doumbia mode when she throws her hands down in exasperation and states, but Miss Bree, I want to put all my energy into my art. And so the teacher becomes the student. This Doumbia Bintu met herself only 7 3/4 years ago and has already made herself her bestest friend. Any box you put her in, she draws or claws her way out of. She has officially crossed state lines as I share her dilemma, which is simultaneously her solution, our solution. Put all your energy into your art, the art of living, your Doumbia energy, your creative energy, your loving, your healing, your distinct, and your unique energy. When I was Bintu's age, I poured all my energy into reading, writing, and terrorizing my older sister, and playing softball. All the world's a stage, and my first stage was the ball field. It's probably because one of the first lessons they teach you on the ball field is talking. You learn to project. You learn to really use your diaphragm and reach the back of the room. Cheering on your teammates, calling for the ball, arguing with the ump, there is always someone talking. Remember to talk. It is advocating for the safety of you and your fellow players of the game. More importantly, remember to listen to your leadoff hitters, to those who came before you. Listen especially to your coaches. Before playing ball under the great guidance and loving coaches here at Spotswood, I played it on the Field of Dreams located on 101st Street between 1st and 2nd Avenue in Harlem. As a kid, the Field of Dreams was a spectacle, a monument in a neighborhood that drew crowds of fans from all over the city to watch a ball game, listen to music, and get fed Puerto Rican food and rum on any given Saturday. When a particularly given Saturday comes, I find orange peels raining down from the new, shiny, expensive, fancy buildings above us. They brush down my fresh new visor, uniformed shoulders, and proudly dirtied up knee-high socks onto the new cleats my parents just brought me. Are we trash to them? Reads all over my teammates and I faces. I feel anything but Doumbia. Just because they're all up there and we're down here? Coach Angel calls time. He answers our questions with the only way Coach Angel knows how to, with blunt honesty and a fierce determination to get us to succeed as if we were his own flesh and blood. So, he asks, what you gonna do about it? Are you gonna be mad and yell? Or play the game you know how and show them? The passionate New Yorican continues his lesson in the middle of left field. A second inning stretch, if you will. That's life. People's gonna throw stuff down at you. What are you gonna do about it? How are you gonna deal with it? Play the game you know how and show them. He kicks the orange peels over to the side and returns to the dugout. Second lesson, there are going to be people who hate you, and there won't be nothing you can do about it. But even better, there's gonna be people who love you, and there won't be nothing you can do about it. Life is funny that way. You learn these lessons, big ones like friendship, love, grief, and strength when you least expect it. A routine ground ball turns into a bad hop you still must receive with soft hands. Water the seeds that they planted in left field by honoring and learning from those lessons. You'll learn quickly what your dad meant when he said you can't control the pitcher's pitches. All you can do is play the game you know how. Show them. Show them what has brought you here and what has kept you here. Show them what has survived in you all this time. The only thing that can survive. The only thing that outweighs the weight of this world. Love. Show them love. Show them compassion. Show them hard work. Show them new. Show them bold. Show them strong. Show them Dumbia. Show them a trailblazer. Everyone is just trying to make it home and make it home safely. And make it home safely as many times as possible. No matter the field, no matter the uniform, no matter the team name, and what is the point of the game if not everyone can play? And play freely. From the river to the sea, from the east to the west, from the north to the south, we all play under the same sun. Remember to leave the fields better than they were when you arrived. Feel free to pull weeds and plant flowers in left field while you're there. Thank them for welcoming you in the first place. Congratulations and blessings to you all as you all play the game you know how. I look forward to all the love you have to show the world, all the Dumbia and all the trailblazing. Know firmly who you are. Know firmly what art you choose to put all your energy into. Know your position and that of those around you. Recognizing the humanity in yourself will make it easier to help you recognize the humanity in others. Take good care of yourself. Take good care of others. Listen. Talk. Go and grow. Learn. Make mistakes. Fall in love once and then do it again. Take some long walks surrounded by tall trees. Share food with each other. Oranges, in fact. Let what hurts you heal you. Let things hurt. Let things feel good. Remember to laugh. Remember to smile. Remember to love. Remember even more that this is a team game and you are never, ever alone. Thank you and congratulations again, Spotswood High School, class of 2024.
Good evening and congratulations to all graduates. We are fortunate in Rockingham County to be able to offer many opportunities for students to prepare for their future via a variety of pathways. Students who choose to study at Massanutten Technical Center can graduate from a 2-year certificate program well prepared to embark in their chosen field. At this time, I would like to ask all students who graduated from Massanutten Technical Center to please rise. Congratulations. Tonight, we are especially pleased to recognize our honor graduates and members of the National Honor Society. The members of the 2023-2024 National Honor Society are wearing a gold honor sash with the NHS insignia. We would also like to take a moment to draw your attention to the program. The students with a filled diamond by their names are honor graduates. They have maintained a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.35 throughout their high school career. All of our honor graduates are wearing gold cords. The number of cords they are wearing represents their GPA range. Those students wearing 3 honor cords are our highest honor graduates. They have a cumulative GPA of 3.81 or higher. We will be specifically recognizing those students as they receive their diplomas with the words "with distinction" read after their names. We would like to ask those students graduating with distinction to please stand now as a group to be recognized. You may be seated. We will also be recognizing graduates who participated in the Massanutten Regional Governor's School with the words "Governor's School" read after their names. Congratulations to all of these students. At this time, I would like to ask all seniors to rise. Mr. Danzy, I would like to present to you the class of 2024. At this time, the first row can line up here to receive your diplomas, and all of the other students may be seated. Sarah Walid Abdul Karim. Clayton Parker Adams with distinction. Nave Sari Addy. Marlon Alexander Aguirre Espinosa. Amna Al-Mukhtar with distinction. Wendy Alberto Albarran. Julia Kamaran Ali. Malaya Lynn Allen. Lucas William Alt with distinction. Jocelyn Ariana Alvarez. Jonathan Amezquita Ruiz. Carla Jonieli Arevalo Saez. Angelina Lina Aseyev. Miguel Anthony Avila Loya with distinction. Diana Basilio Laureano with distinction. James David Bailey. Dulce Natasha Baltazar Aspetia. Josue Emmanuel Barrera Sosa. Catherine Joelle Bauer. Cristina Bautista Hernandez. Kai Beard with distinction. Romario Benito Tolentino. Savannah Ophelia Bennett. Juliana Spencer Blackwell. Jonas Javier Bonilla Guevara. Austin Robert Botley Voorhees. Natalie Ann Bowman with distinction. Noah Edward Brantmeyer with distinction. Crow Bruce. Aiden James Cahill with distinction. Colin Patrick Cahill with distinction. Clarissa Jada Calix. Daniel Lam Kao. Nicholas Anthony Sakata. Grayson Leilani Chandler. Irvin Clark IV. LaKendra Joanne Cleveland. Alex Wayne Klein. Liz Marie Collazo Franjul. Parker Evans Constable. Cameron Scott Cooley with distinction. Anthony Luis Cortez. John Matthew Craig with distinction. Christina Nicole Crawford. Morgan Marie Crawford. Lily Eileen Cresson. Josiah David Cross. Champ Ray Crummett. Madison Elizabeth Cup. Christian Ryan Curbello. Stephanie de Santiago Leaños. Cody Tyler Dean. Jacob Nelson Devers. Luis Alfredo Diaz Lopez. Jacob Peter Dite, with distinction. Colin Scott Doval. Priya Nirmal Dua, with distinction, Governor's School. Katie Maria Dulo. Jackson Lord Dunkel, with distinction. Hunter Alexander Edwards. Kaylee Marie Ekdahl, with distinction. Grayson Leilani Ellingson. Helena Bella Ajran, with distinction. Miley Nicole Findley, with distinction. Isabel Grace Flory, with distinction. Sierra Marie Flowers. Michael David Ford, with distinction. Caden Lee Fowler. Abigail Riley Garrison. Leandro Nelson Gonzalez Garcia. Hannah Grace Good. Molly Page Grief. Lana Hassan Gull. Sophia Page Gulino, with distinction. Jonathan Davis Harding, with distinction. William Andrew Harding, with distinction. Nina Delight Harmon, with distinction. Owen Sidney Hartman. Eric Walter Herringa. Yarielis Marie Hernandez Morant. Lillian Elise Hickerson, with distinction. Aiden Anthony Wayne Hill. Sophie Bell Height. Violet Olivia Holohan, with distinction. Zoe Brooklyn Marie Hoover. Lily Grace Howe. Rahand Hussein. Arinzechuku Chiwetalu Isiadinso. Venwar Haval Jaff. Leo James Johnson, with distinction. Lucille Elizabeth Johnson. Sophia Grace Johnson, with distinction. Haley Gray Jones. Ian Jafet Hoya with distinction. Hayden Camelia Judd. Aween Maruf Joamiri. Seth Michael Keister. Yafet Kasete Kaflam. Elizabeth Grace Kidd with distinction, Governor's School. Chris Young-un Kim with distinction. Eliza Grace Kaiser with distinction, Governor's School. Bryden Carter Kite with distinction. Buta Wesley Kite. Jackson Lee Knight with distinction. Annabeth Elise Kugler with distinction. Danica Grace Kunkel with distinction. Wesley Miller Kiger. Dani Ariel Lagos Arias. Jose Eduardo Lainez Osorto. Hayden Charles Lamb. Megan Elizabeth Lamb with distinction. Charlotte Eileen Lawrence with distinction. Chloe Melissa Leach. Fabiola Ledesma Romero. Nathan Andrew Leslie with distinction. Jackson Alexander Lee with distinction. Arleth Lobo Sanchez. Lily Grayson Long. Christian Yusmar Lopez. Erianelis Marie Lopez Beniquez. Celine Lopez Calixto. Yesenia Lopez Hernandez with distinction. Miriam Grace Laux with distinction. Claire Elizabeth Malone. Jasmine Amelia Martinez. Jennifer Seneda Martinez. Jesse Martinez Hernandez. Kylie Grace McCleary with distinction. James Coleman McCormick III. Isabella Natalia Medina Strawbridge, with distinction. Jennifer Sarai Mendoza. Ribas Saba Mirza Shamo. John Elander Mitchell. Aland Farad Mohammed. Darian Alberto Molina Balderas. Benjamin Patrick Monger. Kevin David Mongold, with distinction. Chloe Francisca Morgan. Dylan Vincent Morris, with distinction. Kenneth Jean Morris, Jr. Taylor Joan Myers, with distinction. Fiel Anthony Bautista Navarro, with distinction. Jaden Blake Nelson. Destiny Anto Nguyen, with distinction. Carrie Ann Null, with distinction. Sozi Seror Omer. Andrea Oropesa Mosqueda. Judith Ortega Sanchez. Christian Vincent Fortuna Pacris. Helen Marguerite Paget, with distinction. Jack Brian Parlee, with distinction. Lily Ruth Payne. Alejandra Maria Paz. Delia Gabriela Perez Zárate. Jace Rafael Posada. Mateen Rashid Kambari. Hussein Allah Qasim. Brandon Ramirez San Juan. Jessica Noemi Reyes Bautista. Michaela Gail Reynolds. Phineas Noah Rhodes. James Edgardo Rios. Brittany Nicole Roadcap. Ethan Scott Roberts. Josephine Marie Robertson, with distinction. Javier Angel Rodriguez, Jr. Kate Lily Rubke, with distinction. Ayla Nicole Russell. Brandon Marley Russell. Kenneth James Vela Salmeron with distinction. Stephanie Sanchez Nava. Angel Sanchez Rojas. Maxim Edward Ellis Sanson. Rennie Gwynn Schaefer with distinction, Governor's School. Emma Nicole Shepard with distinction. Aubrey Marie Shiflett. Grace Lee Shiflett with distinction. Madison Grace Shiflett. Aiden Thomas Shoup. Fernando Sierra Perez. Joshua Raul Silva. Vikram J. Singh with distinction. Cody Theodore Scofflin. Roe Scofflin. Catherine Lynn Scofflin. Alexander Williams Smith with distinction. Megan Alyssa Smith. Adam Zachary Souter with distinction. Alyssa Marie Spillman. Anela Saichev. Nicole Marie Siptak with distinction. Lillian Marie Tate with distinction. Fiona Marie Thompson with distinction. Maggie Augusta Thorpe with distinction. Isaac Antonio Talaxacala. Angeline Tina Tran with distinction. Reagan Judy Wade with distinction. Taylor Jaden Ware. Carmel Deacon Washington. Callie Joan Weaver with distinction. Parker Anderson Webb. Peyton Riley Wilson. Sabrina Mohena Winchester. Lily Alethea Wingfield. Zoe Marie Wood. Cadence Nicole Wright. Benjamin James Yancey with distinction. Christian Jordan Zerfas with distinction. Riley Lewis Ziegler. Veronica Dmitrievna Zudilin.
Each day is a blessing, and it will be up to you to find a way to enjoy and make the most of each opportunity. You do this by following these simple rules and pieces of advice. Work hard and be dedicated to a task. Be straightforward and honest in all that you do. Always be prepared to give a firm handshake and look a person in the eye. Read your email. Lend yourself to the service of others. I will conclude our time together by sharing the words of an unknown author that perfectly illustrates an incredible way to live a life. I have tried to live by these words each day, so I hope you find them meaningful as well. This is the beginning of a new day. I have been given this day to use as I will. I can waste it or use it for good. For what I do today is very important because I am exchanging a day of life for it. When tomorrow comes, this day will be gone forever, leaving something in its place that I've traded for it. I want to be a gain and not a loss, good, not evil, success, not failure, in order that I should not regret the price I have paid for it. At this time, with the graduating class of 2024, please rise. On behalf of the faculty of Spotswood High School and the power vested in me by the Rockingham County Board of Education and the Commonwealth of Virginia, I declare you graduates, Spotswood High School class of 2024. You may move your tassels. Congratulations, and you may be blessed in all that you do.